The Toronto Globe and Mail reports that in a damning indictment of how Canada handled prisoners earlier in its mission in Afghanistan, a government whistleblower says all captives that Canadian soldiers transferred to local authorities ended up being tortured, even though many were likely innocent. The revelation to members of Parliament by Canadian diplomat Richard Colvin, who served 17 months in Afghanistan, is the first ever testimony by a Canadian government official that says the country's military handed over detainees to certain torture. The Canadian government has never admitted it knew this was happening. In his remarks to a parliamentary committee on the Afghanistan mission, Colvin also described a startling pattern of indifference and obstruction to his attempts to warn higher-ups of what was happening in 2006 and 2007. He said Canada's, quote, complicity in torture ultimately thwarted its military aims in the southern Afghan province of Kandahar. He said, quote, instead of winning hearts and minds, we caused Kandaharis to fear the foreigners. Canada's detainee practices alienated us from the population and strengthened the insurgency. Colvin, who first started warning the Canadian government about, quote, serious, imminent, and alarming problems with the treatment of detainees in 2006, said, quote, they were picked up during routine military operations and on the basis typically not of intelligence reports, but suspicion or unproven denunciation. Many were just local people, farmers, truck drivers, tailors, peasants, random human beings in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yet, he said, they all face the same fate, adding, according to our information, the likelihood is that all the Afghans we handed over were tortured. For interrogators in Kandahar, it was standard operating procedure.